it's Kayla, and today I'm going to be talking about my Reading Rush 2020 TBR. I know I'm cutting it a little bit close with uploading this video, but I was away with my family at the shore the past week, so I haven't had time to do all of this, but it's going to be a quick video anyway, and I will edit and upload today, July 19th. I just checked. I know dates. And the Reading Rush is tomorrow, Monday, July 20th. I'm gonna try and get this video done really quickly because it is like 100 degrees here in New York and I'm sweating without my air conditioner, but I need it off so the noise doesn't infiltrate into the video. You know how it is. Okay, let's get into the video! For those of you who don't know or who have been living under a rock, the Reading Rush is an annual readathon that takes place in the summer months around like late July, early August. It's hosted by two booktubers, Ariel from Ariel Bissett and Raylene from Pat Foot and Prongs 07. Not only does this readathon have reading challenges that you do every year, but also video challenges, but this year the video challenges are a little bit different. I'll get into that later. But besides all that, it's just a wonderful way to catch up on your reading and read as a community as a whole, whether or not you're on YouTube or not, because it was formerly known as the Booktubeathon, now it is the Reading Rush. This is exciting for me because I did the Stay Home Reading Rush a few months ago, so I've had multiple chances to catch up on my reading because this whole quarantine I haven't read a single book. Well, until recently. For like 3 months, 2 or 3 months, from March to end of May. Besides the stay-at-home reading rush, I haven't really read any books. I've really been in a reading slump. My mental health hasn't been the best, just being cooped up in the house all the time and everything going on in the pandemic and other personal issues in my life. But regardless, my reading hasn't been the best. But what has been my saving grace is Leigh Bardugo. I'd never read any of the Grisha books before, but I owned them all. I own the original Grisha trilogy and the Six of Crows duology. I just hadn't read them, and I've had them for a long time. But something about Shadow and Bone just gravitated towards in that moment for me. And I read it, I loved it, I was very intrigued, and then I immediately read the rest of the Grisha trilogy after that, and then immediately read Six of Crows, and now I'm in the middle of Crooked Kingdom, and it's taken me a long time to read. For some reason, Crooked Kingdom is a little on the slower side for me. I don't know if it's because I'm at my battery's end for Leigh Bardugo books at the moment. Regardless, it's a great book. I just had some trouble finishing it, so I'm going to put Crooked Kingdom down for now and continue on with my Reading Rush TBR, which I should be getting to. That's this video, but I just wanted to give you a little context. What I'm really excited about in this year's Reading Rush is there is new merchandise, and one of them is the Reading Rush 2020 journal. I'm so excited this came in the mail. I cannot wait to log and record all of the things going on this Reading Rush, but I just wanted to show you this so I can keep track of the books that I'm going to be showing you in this video for my TBR. So let's finally begin with what are the challenges. As always, there are 7 reading challenges for the Reading Rush. They're not mandatory, they're just for fun. I always like to try to complete them and pick the books that go best with them and, double up for challenges. There are 7 reading challenges. I have 4 / technically 5 books here, which I'll explain. So the first challenge is read a book whose cover matches the color of your birthstone. My birthday is in February. My birthstone is amethyst. If you didn't know, amethyst is purple. So I found one that I feel speaks to me and is very loudly the perfect book for this challenge, and that is Attack of the 50-Foot Wallflower by Christian McKay Heidecker. That only took me like 3 times to say. I am proud of myself. I honestly don't remember a lot about the plot of this book, but I do remember when I saw it in the bookstore, I knew I had to have it. Something just spoke to me. I mean, the cover and title alone just screams, buy me, you need me, sci-fi going on. I'm really interested to figure out what this is all about. I feel like it's going to be a fun, light, easy read, which is good for this kind of readathon. I definitely need to catch up on my Goodreads challenge for the year. I'm like 8 or 9 books behind schedule right now, so that's not good. This will help with that. Like I said, I'm going to be doubling up on some of the reading challenges, and this book is an example of that. So the second challenge is read a book that starts with the word the, and the book I chose will also be doubling up with the challenge of read a book that takes place in a continent that you do not live in. I live in America. North America. And the book I'm going to be reading is The Stone Heart by Faith Erin Hicks. This is the second book in the Nameless City trilogy. It is a graphic novel trilogy, and what's special about these is even though this book takes place in a fictional world, it is inspired by Chinese culture. Any three of the Nameless City books can count for these two challenges, but I want to knock off a couple of challenges with each of them. The reason I said book number 2 in the trilogy is because I actually already read The Nameless City. I read it a couple months ago. I enjoyed it so much. I really wanted to get more into Faith Erin Hicks's books because I love Pumpkinhead so much, which Rainbow Rowell wrote and Faith illustrated. These books specifically, Faith has written and illustrated each of them, and the first one was wonderful. I think I'll get more into the plot of these books as I vlog during the week, but all you need to know right now is it features these main two characters, Kai and Rat, and they live in this fictional nameless city where people from different parts of their world come and conquer it. So this city is always being conquered by one group or another, and every time they rename it, so it has a bunch of different names and no name at all. I'm going to be rereading The Nameless City during this readathon because I just want to refresh my memory on the world and the plot. So although this will not be counted towards any of the challenges, it's going to go towards my overall book count for the week. The third book in the trilogy, The Divided Earth, will complete the challenge of read a book completely outside. So from start to finish, you read the whole book outside. It doesn't have to be in one sitting, just has to be completely outside. This one I think is going to be a little difficult just because it's been really hot recently, and it's going to be like super hot this whole week here in New York. It's going to be in the 90s. Me personally, I have like health conditions where I don't do well in the heat and I get sick easily, but I'm gonna try. That's why I picked a graphic novel, so I can do it really quickly, and it's one I'm really excited about, so I will fly through this. So we've already knocked out 4 books and 4 challenges. The next book I picked completes 2 challenges as well, and those are read a book inspired by a movie you've already seen and read a book whose genre you want to read more of. This book I'm really excited about. I've been wanting to read it for a while. It's a classic, and I've been actually getting into a lot more classics recently. I read Lord of the Flies not that long ago. I also read Emma by Jane Austen before I saw the movie, which I adored. And this one's going to be a bit of a challenge because it's kind of long, but I loved the movie so much. I cannot wait to read it. And maybe you kind of already know what I'm going to say because it's a pretty popular classic movie that's come out recently, but anyways, the book is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. Look how pretty this Barnes & Noble edition is. I cannot believe it. Just look at it. Look at it. But look at it. That girl is thick. Like almost 800 pages thick. But how pretty is the inside pages? Oh my god, I'm obsessed. I'm really excited to read this book. I'm interested to see how the book differs from the movie, coming at from a perspective of seeing the movie first before the book, which I've done before with a few books, but I don't do it often, and I haven't done it in years. I think the last time I did that was when I read The Lightning Thief, and I saw the movie first. You could guess how that went. But I feel like since I already know the story and the premise, I think I'm going to fly through this book a little quicker than I normally would with a classic. But this one, I think is going to be the big challenge going into this readathon. And the last challenge I haven't discussed yet is read the first book you touch. I know there are a lot of different fun ways you could do this challenge, but I'm gonna go pretty simple this time around because I have 5 books and one of them is a pretty hefty one. I'm just gonna pick at random from the list I already have. So what I'm gonna do is gonna set them all up on my floor randomly, or at least try to, and just blindly pick and poke my finger on one of them, and that will be the book that completes that challenge. So I will do that now. Okay, so take my word for it, but my eyes are completely closed, and I'm just going to mix my books around. I don't know if you can even see this, but okay, we're gonna try this. All right. Then this. Okay. Which one it is? This one. This one I'm holding. Little Women. Oh, you can't even see it. There it is. How pretty you are. Oh, this lighting is awful for you, honey. Oh, look, what do you know? What a surprise. I can't wait to read that book. Okay, that's amazing. I really love movie magic. Just to reiterate, these are the books I'm going to be reading during this week. I feel like it's a pretty well-rounded list. We have a classic, a graphic novel, fantasy, and a science fiction contemporary kind of thing going on. Talking about the video challenges for a little bit, Ariel and Raylene have decided to do things a little differently this year, and there's going to be essentially one video challenge, whether it be a daily vlog or a vlog of your entire week. You're just going to be spending your time recording your reading experience throughout the week, essentially kind of what I did during the stay home reading rush, except this time it's going to count towards a challenge, and the winners are going to be picked randomly from a random generator. Even though I found daily vlogging a little bit challenging when I did the stay home reading rush, I actually think they're really fun. I love vlogging. I think it's like much more relaxed and casual, and I don't need to have a script because God knows how many times I have to say things. I'm probably going to record every single day, but not necessarily post. I think I'm just going to compile all my clips and wait until the end of the week to do that, just to make things easier on myself. But I cannot wait to get this week going. It's going to be fun. I can't believe it's already tomorrow. Why did I do this to myself? Why did I wait till the last minute to do this? That concludes my Reading Rush 2020 TBR pile. So I'm gonna go. I will see you sooner rather than later in a new video. Bye!